Remember last summer? Instead of taking our kids to the park, we were taking our garbage to the park and turning it into rat farms. We put up with a strike for weeks, hoping to get something, and at the end of it, the mayor just caved in. The only people smiling last summer were the residents of Etobicoke. For 26 years, they've been paying less for garbage than the rest of us, and they've never had a strike because they had the wisdom to contract out. We can do that in garbage, we can do that in cleaning, we can do that in Parks and Rec and many other areas, saving money for you, for me, for every Torontonian. This election matters. On October 25th, vote for someone you really believe in. I believe that political office is one of the highest callings in our society. But I believe it's a time of service. And unfortunately, the career politicians have turned it into another job. And when it's a job, people worry about their pay, their perks, and their pension, and not about serving the public. That's why I believe in term limits. You go there, do a job, and then get out of the way and allow some new blood, new energy to come there. I also believe in recall, in putting the power back into the people's hands, because if the politicians lie, if they don't deliver, you should have the right to fire them, just like in the real world. This election matters. On October 25th, vote for someone you believe in. I look at the subway map every morning, and I see basically the same subway map I was looking at when I was 11 years old. That's not true of any other major city in the world. We've got the world's best 1970s subway system, only it's 2010. I have a fully costed plan to expand our public transit, including more subways and not just streetcars. I want to remove all of the politicians from the TTC board and put a skills-based board in charge, people who know what they're doing, so we don't have the repeat of the disaster of St. Clair West. And I want to make sure we have a real partnership with the province so people with one smart card can go from one end of the region to the other seamlessly using the assets that your taxpayer dollars have already paid for. This election matters. On October 25th, vote for someone you really believe in. Whether you're riding a bike, a bus, or a car, Toronto has big traffic problems. It needs big solutions. We need to synchronize our traffic lights. We need intelligent sensors at side streets. So you know what? The light doesn't change if there's no car or pedestrian waiting to cross. We need to use the latest technology like rapid bridge replacement, where a bridge is built off-site, disassembled, and then constructed over in hours, not in months, so we stop the gridlock on the Gardiner for months on end. And we need to study big ideas like considering extending the Allen all the way to the lakeshore using modern tunneling technology. This election matters. On October 25th, vote for someone you really believe in. I grew up in East York and Scarborough. My parents still live in Scarborough. We used to have our own mayors, we used to have our city halls, and then along came amalgamation. And today, too many people believe that the agenda is set downtown for downtowners. We need to put power back into every corner of the city so that no matter where you are, you're helping to set the agenda at City Hall. That's why I want to appoint 4 deputy mayors to represent Scarborough, North York, Etobicoke York, Toronto East York, making sure that you have a direct voice to set the agenda at City Hall, because this election matters. And on October 25th, I want to make sure that you vote for someone you really believe in. If there's one thing all of us hate, it's paying more and getting less. And that's been the story with City Hall for way too long. My opponents are making irresponsible claims, irresponsible promises. They're trying to bribe you with your own money. But you know what? The spending problem at City Hall wasn't created overnight, and it's not going to be solved overnight. It needs a long-term plan, not a plan written on the back of a napkin the way my opponents have built it. And that's not me talking. That's independent analysts. That's newspapers. That's radio. That's the Board of Trade. This election matters. On October 25th, vote for someone you really believe in. I was over at my folks' place a couple weeks ago. We were bringing in their backyard tomato crop and we were canning it for the winter. My mom came up to me and said, "Rocco, your dad and I were sorry. We brought you up wrong." I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Well, we taught you to study hard at school and you went to Upper Canada College and McGill and Princeton all on scholarship." "Yeah, Ma." "And we told you to leave every place, every business that you go into a little bit better at the end. And you were a successful executive at Torstar, at Labatt, and CEO of the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Ontario." "Yeah, Ma." "And we told you not to get drunk in public and get kicked out of the ACC. And we told you not to get arrested and then lie about it. And I think we probably told you not to be involved in a billion-dollar scandal." Well, you know what? We were wrong, because it seems that those are the things you need to do to be a front runner in this campaign. This campaign matters. This election matters. On October 25th, vote for someone you can really believe in.